is the Glass Cannon Network.
You're having fun with your friends and you're rolling dice. You're playing make-believe and it's really nice. Side quest, side sesh. That's the name of this show. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Side Quest, Side Sesh. I've got a question or a topic that I want to discuss, and it might be controversial. I don't think it is, but I'm sure that I'll say something inflammatory.
That's not the question. The question is, will Matthew think it is?
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like his generation, everything's controversial. It's sunny out. No, it's not.
You realize I'm closer to your age than I am to Gen Z. Right?
But there's something about your age and below. It's all terrible.
You 40-year-olds and your loud music.
And your Aerosmith. I'm 44 years old, and I just feel like I wake up and I'm just like, I can't sleep. I'm just like, everything hurts. You sleep wrong and your arm hurts from your neck. It's just pain all the time. And I get massages here and there. But I have this, like, I guess it's becoming like a fetish. Like, I love watching TikToks of chiropractic, like people getting like adjusted. But I would people swear by chiropractors. I've never done it, and I would never do it because I assume it's all witchcraft and they just fucking paralyze you, right? Are there people here who like chiropractors? Because it's nonsense, isn't it, Jared?
It is, in my experience, not nonsense. So I unfortunately have had a couple times. Boy, I really don't like your joking tone, Troy, because this is a very serious topic for me. So a couple times in my life, I have had my back go out on me to where I couldn't really walk or like move very well. And I had to go to like emergency chiropractor visits. And they do some things that helped me instantly to walk again and that fixed my back. This has happened more than once. Different chiropractors. Here's where it ends up kind of starting to slide into quackery. Yeah. Is that there are some chiropractors that say that they can realign energies inside of your body.
All right.
And that'll help your,
All right.
Right. But like in terms of just getting like a guy whose back is out to like not be in like excruciating pain, they can't help with that sometimes.
But how? I mean, imagine, because I'll Google, like, can you get paralyzed? And it's just horror stories of people like, and they never walked again.
Well, the guy took my head and he does like a thing with it, like he's breaking your neck, like Arnold Schwarzenegger in Commando or something.
But then people are like, oh my God, the relief. But then I imagine you have to go every 4 days. And if your insurance doesn't cover it, you're fucked.
No. That's also not true.
Wow, all right, good. Dispel these myths for me.
Go a couple times and then just don't go. And you know what? What you have to take the ball and dribble it yourself. Like after they fixed my back, I had to like go exercise a little bit.
Okay.
Well, then I'm out.
Yeah, right.
This is a very controversial topic in my household. Because my wife has a bad back and sees these chiropractors. These doctors. Well, I guess they're actually chiropractors. The quotes is doctors of the back. And she swears by them and has been happy with the results. She also has had days where she just like is completely immobilized because of something that happened to her back, and the chiropractor fixes her. And every once in a while, because I can't resist and I've hung out with Troy Lavallee like way too long, I'll just be like, yeah, but that guy's a thief, right? Like, and she'll be like, stop saying that. It is not funny. Like, I really need this. And it's not amusing when you like make jokes that they are charlatans,
Yeah. That's where the great O'Brien fortune is going to, his next sports car.
Right. Troy, go and get them to put the electroshock thing on your back. That thing's awesome.
Won't that make you sterile?
That's where I was out. I got a free consultation because I won some prize at work. And I went to a chiropractor, and I was all for all the adjustments.
This was a prize?
A prize? Like from a grab-it machine?
It was like, it was some sort of like vendor fair situation. So like a bunch of like, it was like the insurance company that was the company's insurance set up, like sent a bunch of things, and you could go. One of the things you could get was like a free consultation. So I went, and it was I enjoyed the adjustments. That felt good. And then when we got to the electrodes, I was like, this probably would help me, but it's just freaking me out too much, and I can't do it anymore.
Oh, I thought it felt. You didn't like how the electrodes felt on your. I felt they felt good.
Did not enjoy the sensation of my muscles involuntarily twitching.
Did he put the electrodes on your balls like he did for me?
That part I enjoyed. I actually especially
while you were like hanging from a.
Why are you using a car battery? What's happening?
I thought you were a doctor.
Call me pissy baby. Call me pissy baby. Tell me I'm a bad pissy baby.
Wow.
Well, here's the thing: is there anybody here that this is not crazy? Like, is there anybody here that doesn't like massages? I can't imagine, but
I don't like. I'm with Joe. I'm with Joe. I don't like massages.
Well, it depends. Like, okay, so if I don't want to pay for that, like that seems like nonsense to me. So it's like if you want to, like, somebody wants to give me a free, very light massage, like sure, that's great. But like,
you have a lot of buddies that just like, get over here, you son of a gun.
Get over here, you son of a bitch. Well, we're sitting here watching this football game and we're not going to give each other massages.
Hey, come here. I've had a couple IPAs. Get over here.
Don't be a weirdo. And then he just starts kneading my shoulders. No, I don't see the benefit. Like if I pay somebody, it hurts and it's uncomfortable. And then when I leave, I don't feel any better at the end than when I started. Yeah.
You're going to the wrong place.
Have you ever done couples massage, Joe?
No.
Oh my God, it's awful. It's you and your it's you and your partner, and you're like naked under a towel, and then strangers are rubbing both of you. It's way too close to swinging, you know. It's just like
very close to a key party.
So I've done couples massage both with my wife, and years ago I went with Francis so we could get a discount. So we went to a couples massage, and he was in like the room next to me because they were like, "You guys aren't married, right?" And he goes down and like, "Oh, you just come in this room." They knew that we were just trying to save $20, and I could just hear him being like, "Do you want me to take my pants off all the way?" But I love a massage. That's why I watch these videos. I'm like, look at the relief that they're having. But I just think I'm going to be the one that just, and I never walk again. Skid, you chiropractor?
No, but as I've mentioned a few times before, my cousin Kenny was a chiropractor. And he was roommates in chiropractor school with James Hellwig, the Ultimate Warrior.
Hell yeah.
He quit to become an actor. So that combination of facts kind of sours me on the concept of
yeah, but imagine how good a chiropractor Ultimate Warrior could have been.
Oh, he could have been a Hall of Fame chiropractor.
Yeah. He does like a suplex on you and you can walk again.
Yeah, and Kenny told me he's never been more afraid of his life than he was living with James Hellwig. Every day he was afraid.
Yeah, that's the steroids.
I imagine you would be.
Well, call in, Naish. I imagine there are a lot of angry people with, you don't call them doctorates, the little papers on your wall that says you went to 6 weeks of chiropractic school. Let me know if it's real.
Yeah, there's probably a lot of non-doctor back people out there that are angry. Right. But the thing is, like,
some people that did some online courses.
The reason that I don't like to talk shit or impose my opinion at all, which is not informed, is like most of my opinions, it's wholly uninformed, is like there's two kinds of people in the world. There are back pain people and there are non-back pain people. Like that, there are groups of people that don't understand the world of back pain. And then there are people that, you know, people who get it it's a whole different existence and it sucks. It's awful.
The world of back pain is actually my homebrew setting for Pathfinder.
Welcome to back pain.
I understand the world of back pain. Yeah.
It's not something that I feel like I can comment on because I've been lucky enough to not experience like regular back pain, which is just shitty.
Yeah. Well, whatever you decide, Troy, on chiropractic, I think what you should definitely do is continue to not seek help from a professional and just complain about it on podcasts.
Yeah. Well, I want to get more information, and we have an opportunity to reach thousands of people. I want to get lots of opinions and then still not go to a chiropractor. I made up my mind.
Right. 100% you should go. 100% you should try it one time. Yeah.
Can I tell them, like, please don't paralyze me?
If they were killing tons of people.
First.
if tons of people were getting paralyzed, do you think all of these chiropractor shops would still be open?
But it doesn't matter. It doesn't need to be tons, Jared. It needs to be one.
Right.
Just you. And you're
There's
just
still
saying,
NASCAR.
Hey, you drive a car, your chances of dying in an auto accident are way higher than that. You're probably on your phone the whole fucking time.
You know how many times we
Instagram.
successfully took this submarine to the Titanic? Yeah. And then I'm going to be the one that's stranded under the sea.
I said
paralyzed.
last night, they think that submarine may have gotten stuck inside the Titanic.
Yeah.
It's a possibility. So if you shipwrecked inside that makes this the turducken of tragedy.
No, there'll be a service that goes out there to see the wreckage of the wreckage.
CJ told us they just found a debris field.
Minutes
as of this
ago.
recording, they just found a
Yes,
debris field.
this will be old news by the time this comes out.
Yeah,
Late
long
July
national
of
nightmare is over.
2024.
Well, we've lost 3 people that call themselves adventurers.
2 people on that submarine were official members of the Explorers Club, like the actual Explorers Club,
The Pathfinder Society.
the Pathfinder Society.
And
Hey,
I'll
that's
never
sad,
know.
Man. I know one of the higher ups in the Explorers Club. I've been there. Place is awesome. And I feel
Really?
bad for those people.
I know the same guy.
Yes, Matthew knows the same guy. He's amazing.
Well, I want to know their thoughts on chiropractic. Call in.
Okay,
Let me know.
I will connect those two things.
I'm getting a massage in a few days. I can't fucking wait. That's all I need. I don't need the nonsense and cracking and electrodes. But what I do need is a session of Pathfinder with my good buddies. And that's why we are here today. You're in the jungle, and it's been pretty brutal. Do you guys like a mini game? Obviously, we were doing a little bit of a mini game there with the mites and the shrapnel and the exploding
I love
fruits.
a mini game.
You
I
like a
think
mini
mini games can be a little tough as a GM. I think they can be a little tough to translate into shows. You know what I mean? Like they're not like the mechanics is kind of what's fun about it, but you're trying to describe really a role playing situation, but it doesn't translate as well. I feel, but
Pathfinder
I
Society
certainly enjoy the
scenarios
spirit of it.
tend to have a lot of them,
They do, yeah.
or a few.
Yeah,
of them.
so-
they're usually in them.
Yeah, because if you're playing Pathfinder Society scenarios, like you don't want to just like walk underground into a room and just like fight room after room after room to the boss. You know what I mean? If every scenario was that, it would get very boring very fast. But you also just can't have like pure role play with a bunch of strangers. So it's like they give you that option to, you're still rolling dice, you're still making checks, but you're telling a different kind of story. And so I appreciate it for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I usually cut them if they're boring, but like I liked this one. I liked that there was like actual consequences, and it kind of set the tone for being in the jungle.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I enjoy a good minigame. I also enjoy how inevitably when there is a minigame, the GM eventually has to be like, this is a minigame.
This is a minigame, right? Well, because everyone has
Just
to kind
go
of
with it.
buy into it. Like,
Yeah.
guys, we're doing a minigame. Please don't try and break the minigame.
Right, yeah, because you're like, this one role is representing hours of stuff. You're like, all right, well, I've got everything I need to heal myself. So like, you know,
it's
you're
like,
like,
all right, just go ahead. We'll skip the minigame.
fine. If you don't want to play the minigame, we don't have to play the minigame.
Can I just make a request about the adventure going forward? I would like to not have anything negative or any setbacks happen to my character. Sometimes something that's not optimal will happen to my character, and it makes me really mad.
It's a bit of a bugaboo for me in these games. I don't like
I
it.
love that idea of like requesting to not have any setbacks for your character.
Yeah.
That's so
That's
funny.
one of my don'ts as well.
No downbeats, only winning like I'm The Rock in any movie he's in.
I'd like to get through this adventure without any adversity. Well, you finished. You were trudging through the Gungle 5, 6, 7 hours.
Gungle.
The Gungle.
Welcome to
That's
the
what I call
Gungle,
them.
baby.
Sorry, I need an adjustment. You were trudging through the Gungle, and you find a body. A body of it was like, it looked like it had some sort of elaborate, multicolored robe on that had been faded by the sun. And you go up to it, and it isn't a body. In fact, it's a skeleton right up Champ's alley, perhaps an old friend. Just a skeleton laying there, and you begin searching their belongings. You find an adventurer's pack. You find 6 little vials of some sort of liquid and a gold piece with a face on it that you did not recognize. So it belongs to some unknown nation to you. Unless it's just some counterfeit weird coin. And that's where we ended last session. What do you guys want to do?
Could Balthazar do a medicine check to try to determine the cause of death of the skeleton? If there are wounds on the bones, scrapings, stab marks, something of that nature?
Yes. Yes, you can.
And natural 3 for an 8.
You know that it's dead for sure.
Everybody. This body is dead,
says Balthazar.
Yeah, I just said that.
There are some rips in the clothing that seem to be that possibly could have been from, slashing, but it could be from animals over time trying to grab at the body. It's tough to tell.
But it was trapped, right? It was caught in a trap.
Yeah, it was caught in a snare, but
snare.
You look at the snare and it doesn't seem like the snare alone could have, it didn't snap its neck. It could have just starved to death.
Yeah, brutal. Okay. Champ would like to see if he's ever seen a coin like this before. It would have literally had to come across his path. I imagine him in a tomb, in a room where adventurers are coming through all the time, and maybe some died in that room, and he would rifle through stuff. It's happened before. Mm-hmm. Is this a known thing? So I'll just, I'm just going to roll a recall knowledge. It's a real long shot on society. 7.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
It's unrecognizable to any of you. Like I said, it's like this. It looks like a man with long bat-like ears and a pompadour wig.
Rufus, you sense any magic from this? And he holds up one of the vials, one of the 6 vials.
Rufus is not doing very well. Rufus is drained 1 and has lost a big chunk of HP from the mites and stuff. So I think when you hand him the vials, he's having a dysentery poop and going and shivering in the weeds and covered in spots. But he'll grab the vial and he will detect magic.
Silly animal.
You do not detect any magic on the vials.
Alchemical.
There's no magic.
Hands it back. Alchemical. Does anyone know anything about this? This potions and such.
I can roll crafting untrained. Can I do that?
Yeah, or roll medicine. Maybe it's something non-magical and medicine.
Yeah, it could be
Maybe it's for diarrhea.
Okay, that's a 21 medicine.
It's an anti-diarrheal. They look to be antidotes. In fact, they are 6 vials of antidote lessers.
Oh, nice.
They're nothing. And Balthazar will put them in his chest compartment.
Balthazar pops all 6 tops. They're nothing.
He clearly had them for some purpose. What do you mean? Nothing.
Snake oil.
Oh.
Bottles of piss and ink.
Okay.
Do they by any chance help with mite bites? They give me diarrhea.
No, they do not. Would you like me to assist you with your diarrhea? I am a barber.
If you think you can help, man, I'm pretty messed up right now.
I find the best
withdrawal is no joke, man.
I have found with human patients the best way to cure diarrhea is death.
Okay, well, let's not try that.
That option is, you're welcome to get a second opinion, but that option is available to you.
The more
I think you can treat wounds as well.
No.
On diarrhea?
No, just in general.
No.
Yeah, and I think you should do the special treat wounds where you might hurt me.
Yeah, drained too. Drained, I think you have to sleep it off, right?
Oh, am I drained too? I thought I was drained once.
Drained as well.
Drained also.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, a full night's rest, you'll get it.
Oh, yeah.
The more that you linger here around the body, you start to feel the oppressiveness of the jungle again. While you've gotten past the bugs and the shrapnel and the shards, it's still an uncomfortable place. You don't want to linger too long. You want to keep pushing through.
Can we take a rest now?
No.
I'm not doing so well, man. Game over, man.
Not out here.
Can you treat wounds, or it hasn't been 24 hours, so you can't do battle medicine again?
I can't do battle medicine. I mean, we could stop and I could treat wounds for 10 minutes but risky.
Yeah, if you want to try it, go for it.
Are you Jared, do you need me to treat wounds?
Yeah, I mean, I'm like 10 down, a little more than 10 HP down. So, I mean, I'm fine to continue playing him as in a horribly bad way for a while.
If you're only down 10, I would say push forward.
Yeah, let's keep going.
Yeah. You kind of, it's kind of like
You're
par for
fine.
the course.
Fuck it up.
Yeah, Rufus is just being a bit of a wimp. Yeah, he's being a wuss, you know? He's not used to jungle exploration.
Yeah.
We should take this body, or at least some parts of it, man. And he just starts taking bones from the skeleton and just like putting them in his backpack.
Good.
And then he'll pick up his short sword and steel shield, and continue forward.
Okay. So you keep pushing through. Keep pushing through the brush. What next horrors will await you here, and how long will you have to keep going through? Because it doesn't look like there's any comfortable place to camp, and you don't feel particularly safe, especially now that you see there was some sort of snare that killed someone. So,
I'd like to roll. I would like to use my thievery to keep an eye out for snares now.
Okay, yeah, great. So you go ahead and give a thievery roll.
Actually, maybe it would be a perception to find. I don't know. Yeah, thievery's fine. Here we go. Oh, nice. 24.
Nice.
Okay. All right, so you're really keeping a lookout for traps. Perception is probably right, but like, when do you ever get to use thievery when you're not trying to disable a device?
Right.
So I'm going to let it go, because you're really trying to look at and see, like, is there anything here? Maybe could be function as a trap. So you're keeping a lookout, and the rest of you are just watching very carefully as you go. And it feels like ages since you started going through here, but it's really only been about 8 hours. You're just covered in the oppressive heat and humidity of this place. And to make matters worse, the deeper you get in, you've heard these whispers sort of carry along the wind. And you don't know if it's like the barely perceptible rustlings of leaves and creepers blowing, or if it actually is like people talking. From time to time you might hear like, intruders, or get out. You also don't know like if that's like heat stroke playing with your imagination, or if really is that just the wind. But you start to hear growls in the distance as well, buzzing nearby, a little too close. You're starting to get a little paranoid, and the trees are getting thicker overhead, and it's sort of bathing you in this constantly darkening gloom as the canopy densens, and the red earth beneath your feet makes the expedition feels more treacherous with every step as you sink into this clay. Suddenly, as you're trudging along, the noise stops, and the jungle falls silent all of a sudden. And the only noise you hear is a babbling brook up ahead. And you see a ravine that goes down, and you don't see the water, but you can hear it. Let's go to Foundry VTT.
Ooh.
You will see I placed you on a map here. You're up in the top left corner.
Ooh.
I've got Karazor, Balthazar, Rufus, and Champ. Arrange yourselves any way you like in that general area. There, I sort of put you wherever you want, but you know how you want to be traveling. Rufus, last week you had mentioned you're like staying behind the stronger looking ones.
Yes, if I can. They all look stronger than me.
Yeah, feel free to. You should be able to. If you can't move your pawns, let me know.
No, I'm gonna just get away from the river, the stream. Oh dear me.
Is this really dense, Troy, or can we see clear like across this map, basically? Or is it like there's trees every 5 feet, like kind of like crowding in our vision?
Yeah, no, you can see across. Like maybe the trees will block your view a little bit. Like it's dotting the landscape.
But it's
the
fairly
trees
open.
aren't super thick here. Actually, the thickest trees are the ones that seem to have fallen in front of, sort of making pathways over the ravine.
Okay. I think in that case, I think he's going to pull out his composite longbow. Does that make sense? Like if there was a threat far away, he could hit it with an arrow, right? Because it's
and you definitely feel uneasy because there was a lot of sound and all of a sudden it just stopped.
Yeah. Okay, so he's going to sheath his sword and shield and pull out a longbow and just sort of like stand in the back.
So I got to watch these. Okay, and Rufus, you're standing in the back. What about Balthazar?
Balthazar will stick to the front with Champ.
Okay, and Karazor.
Karazor will be in the lead. Get as close to the lead as he can get.
Okay. As you're standing there and the world falls silent, you see a couple things emerge from the brush up ahead. The first is looks like a woman. And she's covered in leaves and vines, so you didn't even see her there. She was just completely camouflaged, but she makes her appearance known, and she looks right at you and takes an offensive stance. And then she puts her hand to the right, and as she does so, you see this, it just looked like a giant plant. It sort of was like melding into a tree. The plant turns, and it is this enormous, fly trap.
Oh no.
Oh.
And she points to it and points to you. Roll for initiative.
Oh. And she seems like like flesh and blood, right? Like a person, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's a nymphish quality to her.
Nymphish.
Nymphish.
All right, so this is going to be one of the first times I've really run a true combat here on Foundry. So I'm going to be using the stat blocks that are included with this. I'm pretty excited. Let's see what happens.
What happens is garbage initiative for Champ. I don't know why he's so confused and out of it. He knew there was a threat up ahead. What is wrong with him?
It's okay.
Maybe because he has no eyeballs.
All right, let's go through initiative here. What did you get? Champ!
That is a 10.
A Champ. A 10 for old Champ. Okay. And what about Rufus?
I got a 16.
16 for Rufus. Very good. And Balthazar?
13.
Woo! Some low rolls from the squad here on encounter number 1.
Karazor.
20 from Karazor.
20 for
There we go.
Karazor. Okay. Of course, this woman goes first. So let the games begin. All right. Seeing where you all are, she is going to cast a spell. She's going to cast a spell, and I'm going to have all of you roll. Well, actually, let me put
Troy, you're doing a little bit of a PBS voice here. You're putting me to sleep. Can you turn up the action a little?
I'm sorry. I'm trying to work with a lot.
I think he's vibing with Balthazar's
New
voice.
A lot
things,
going
yeah.
on. He's multitasking. Give him a break, Joe.
All right. So if you should see that, you see on the map there, I put a burst.
Yeah, look
Okay.
at the burst.
All right, so
It's
that's a
very
20-foot
large.
burst. That area is now difficult terrain, and each round that your turn starts, you're going to have to make a reflex save. If you fail that reflex save, you'll take a 10 10-foot circumstance penalty to your speed until you leave the area. And if you critically fail, well, I'll let you know what happens. But she has entangled the area, so not only is it difficult terrain, you could be slowed down even further if you fail your reflex save. So she will cast Entangle with 2 actions, and then will slide back.
If you fail your save, if I'm not mistaken, if you are a 25-foot sort of person, that means you can't move. Right? Because in difficult terrain, you can only move 10 feet in a round. So if your speed is reduced by 10 feet, your speed is 0.
Well, no, because if it's reduced from 25, it's reduced by 10 to 15. And then difficult terrain, you can move 1 space.
Oh, okay. So the reduction comes before the you know what I mean? Because in difficult terrain, you can only move 10 feet if you're 25 feet. Because if you have that, it's 12 and a half. So you can only move 10 feet. So that if you reduce your speed by 10 feet, you can't move.
Professor,
it's a big difference.
I'll make the call and we'll figure out how it really works. Yeah,
this is going to be fun for Professor Eric.
What comes first, the chicken or the egg?
Right.
Okay. Well, let's find out. It is Karzor's turn. Karzor, go ahead and give me a reflex save.
Come on, Karzor.
That is a 17.
All right, 17 is a failure. You take a 10-foot circ pen to your speed until you leave the area, but it's not a critical failure. And I'm going to say that 10-foot happens first, and then so we'll resolve that because you rolled to save. So that's how I'm going to rule it. Your speed has been reduced by 10, but everything is difficult terrain.
Okay,
and difficult terrain, I'm reading it now, standard difficult terrain just costs an extra 5 feet of movement, like old Pathfinder, right?
Same old.
Yeah. Yeah, it effectively halves your speed every square.
Okay, so if I triple move, can I move 20 feet? Is that how that would that?
No, if you triple move, you can move 15 feet.
15 feet. All right, I'm going to do that then. He's going to work his way through the brush. How do you do it with it? Like you measure it out, and then what do you do to like
measure and then hit space while you're still measuring?
That's what it is.
Okay,
there
look
we
at
go.
that slide.
Awesome.
That's so nice because you know how many times I would like put my finger on my monitor and be like, "Where did I measure that to?" Now you could just hit the space bar.
That's great. So yeah, he's like struggling through the brush, hacking at it with his great sword. It's like, you jungle witch.
I love it. Great. It is Rufus of Opara's turn.
Rufus of Opara, he's going to make a reflex save, right?
Yes, reflex save.
1 reflex save. Coming up. Here we go.
I just saw that the Dryad rolled a 30 initiative. Would you get out of here with this?
That's only a 13, I'm afraid.
13.
Reflex save.
All right. Not a critical failure, but you're in the same boat as Karzor. Minus 10 to your speed, and then take it from there.
Well, let's see. So, he's wondering, he's sweating, he's covered in mite bites. He's like, should I release the dragon? No, it's too dangerous. I can't let him out. And he is going to, he's gonna try a diplomacy. He's gonna try to talk to her.
Okay.
And so, if I may, I would like to make, I think, a diplomacy check and say, like, greetings. We are new to your land. We do not wish to harm you. Why do you tangle us as such? Please, we wish to be chill.
All right, so roll diplomacy to try and make an impression on this Dryad.
This is not going to work, but Rufus is not a really smart guy. Okay, here we go. I have really good diplomacy. And I rolled a 26.
Ooh, that's
26. She looks at you and she looks at all of your shiny weapons and armor, and she just hisses, "No." She's not interested in brokering a deal with you. And what's interesting is it was Cumrock that said, make sure you're discreet and you're tactful if you encounter any civilization. But it doesn't seem like that's an option here. Perhaps this is not going to be a problem, but who knows? All right, so you got 2 actions left.
I do, and I think that given that she's not being, she's like, no, I'm like, all right, I tried to be diplomatic. And then I'm going to move, let's see, I got 10 feet of movement?
Yeah, what's your normal movement speed?
25.
25, yes.
So I've got 10 feet, so I just need to get close enough to where, oh, well, that's as far as I can go right there. Can I get her? Whoa, what the hell am I doing with my...
That's amazing.
Who's doing that?
It's me. Drugs.
Oh, it's you.
Drugs.
Okay.
Try to straighten you out.
Thank you.
There.
He is all out of sorts.
Having traveled that far, she's still 35 feet away, but her plant isn't. I go, then I'm gonna have to hurt your big plant, and I like do like some fucking movements with my hands, and suddenly, whoo, flame comes up in my hands, and I go, and I blow it, and it floats across the battlefield, across the tangled field, to the giant Venus flytrap. I am casting the cantrip, Produce Flame.
Nice.
Produce Flame. All right,
I'm making a spell attack roll against your giant plant.
Okay.
That is a 20, a modified 20 rather.
That is a hit.
Yes!
Nice work.
Yes! Oh my god, I'm always the GM. It feels so good to play and hit things. Okay. All right, now Produce Flame is a awe-inspiring cantrip, you guys. It does a total of 2d4 damage.
That's a lot.
guy.
Yeah, but it's fire damage. They might be weak to fire.
That's what I was thinking. So that's 4 fire damage, plus your spellcasting ability modifier, which I guess is a 9, right? That's I rolled +9 on my spell attack roll, right?
That's the spell attack roll, but the modifier is based on, it's probably your
4.
charisma.
Yeah,
4, so 8 altogether.
8 altogether, okay,
And
so.
let's see, on a success, on a critical success, oh no, only a success. Okay, so yeah, that's it, 8 fire damage.
I don't know what kind of noise this thing makes, but as it gets hit by that flame, it's just it's very upset by that.
Nice, Jared.
Good move.
And that was my 24-minute turn.
Balthazar the Mild, give me a reflex save.
That is going to be a 16, unfortunately.
You are not as spry as I thought you would be. All right, so you're in the same boat as everybody else. Do you have 25 feet of movement or 30?
I have 35.
35.
Oh! You're gonna be able to get through.
Did you take fleet?
It is the monk ability that I'm looking at now. Can't find it. Nope. I can't remember. I'll remember when it's not my turn and you don't have to ruin my mindset first.
Sorry, I just thought you would know your character.
I know I have 35 feet of movement.
I didn't know it'd throw you off that much. I didn't know I could really fact about your character.
All right. So because I can't...
Who built your character, Capodicasa? Did your wife make it? Don't lie. Don't lie to us.
This has Caitlin all over it. I know.
Caitlin all over this character design.
She's the only one smart enough to build a monk with 35 feet of movement.
Literally built it on the air with you.
Classic min-maxer, that Caitlin.
All right, so knowing that his movement is going to be hampered by the entanglement, Balthazar will start to just kind of like stride forward through the brush, moving slightly closer to the large fellow,
The fly trap.
the plant,
The large fellow.
and
The fly trap
eyes,
adjusts its bow tie at that comment.
and
Hello.
his eyes will suddenly glow red and tingle and flicker a little bit, and then lasers will shoot out of his eyeballs.
Oh, that's cool.
His energy beam to attack.
This is how I like my Pathfinder.
Yeah, this is my favorite kind of fantasy game. With robots and laser beams.
That is it. I'm not a robot. I have a living soul within me.
That's great.
Who happens to shoot lasers out of his eyes?
Straight out of Lord of the Rings. This is
Straight out of high
Tolkien
fantasy.
intended.
I mean, this is really just so ripped from Tolkien. It's crazy.
Yeah.
That's a 21 to hit.
21 to hit is a hit.
All right.
Nice.
So this is also like Produce Flame. This is 2d4 fire damage.
Oh, this is
Oh,
ideal.
nice. So you shoot fire lasers out?
I shoot fire lasers out of my eyes. So that's 6 points of fire damage.
All right, it makes the same scream as it's hit by your fiery eyes.
And with my third action, I will shoot lasers once more.
Really?
This is
So
an
one
attack.
action, John. Okay. All right, so it takes the map, right? This is basically
the
your ranged attack.
But I rolled a natural 18.
Oh my
So
gosh.
that will be a 21 to hit once more.
A 21 to hit is a hit yet again.
Awesome.
My God, that's amazing.
Awesome.
Minimum damage, 2 points of damage.
Okay, but you hear
That's
that
still great, man. That's
squeal
great.
again, as if perhaps it is weak to fire.
That's probably an additional like 5 points of damage. at
Yeah,
least.
it is. That 2 turned into a 7, probably.
Yeah.
In classic Joe O'Brien form, he will go after the flytrap because it is
last of
its
all
turn.
creatures known.
All right, so our friend the flytrap here is it moves very slowly, but it's going to come right up to the edge of this entangled area here and go to what do I want to do here? I've got 2 actions left. I am going to do an ability known as Hungry Flurry, which will be 2 of its leaves will come out and attack Karazor. First one is going to be not a great roll, an 18.
That's a miss.
It's a miss. And then the second one, okay, this is a better one. That's going to be a 25 to hit.
That's a hit on the old Q dog.
Hit on the old Q dog. All right. God, I feel like I haven't rolled Pathfinder. Oh man, max damage. That's going to be 10 points of regular and 5 points of acid. So 15 points.
man.
And Karazor was already down from the poor medic that you brought
sure
on
was.
board. And then
Who caused that problem?
that's all 3 actions. However, it has improved grab, which means that it can use its grab action for free. So on top of that, you are grabbed. So you take the grab condition. So it goes leaf, and it grabs you, and you feel as if it's pulling you towards its mouth.
No.
And it's Champ's turn. Take it away, Champ.
Champ's turn. All right, he will start with a reflex save in this entanglement. Ooh, 25.
25 for the Champ. That's actually good. You are free to move about the cabin, but everything is still difficult terrain.
Difficult terrain. Now, does that mean if I move? I mean, I'm 1 step from out of it, so does that mean I take no penalties?
You remember how it works? Like stepping in.
I think
or
it's always
out?
stepping into a
out.
square.
Yeah, I think stepping out.
Yeah, I think
of
you're
the
okay too.
square.
Let's rule it as you're fine stepping out. We'll find out next week.
Okay. Okay, so Champ is going to basically move around the map, sort of off what we have here on the grid.
Sure.
And come down closer to everything. But this is interesting. This is interesting. I like this. I like
Good old
this.
Champ.
Yeah.
I just googled skeletal champion, and that's what I got.
Okay, and then Champ is going to... he is going to fire his longbow at the fly trap. So
Okay.
Skeletal archer, classic skeletal archer. He's going to take a shot, and that will be 21 to hit.
That is a hit.
Nice.
And he does 8 points of damage with an arrow. Slunk right into the fleshy parts, and then
Wow, you guys have done some damage to this poor fly trap.
For the record, Joe, it's called Incredible Movement, and you get it at 3rd level as a monk.
okay, cool. Yeah, I was wondering if you had to spend a feat on that, or if that was just a monk thing. That's awesome.
No, so long as you're not wearing armor, you get a plus 10 foot status bonus to your speed.
That's great. All right, I'm just gonna go ahead and shoot a second time. This is gonna be a tough shot, but here we go. That is a 10 to hit, so that is a miss.
10 is a miss.
On the second shot, and I am done. So he moved, and he fired off 2 arrows.
Now we go to round 2, and it is the Dryad's turn once more. All right, so here's something fun that none of you will like, but you'll like it more than if this had happened during a Pathfinder First Edition game. She's going to cast a spell. Let's see, it's a 5-foot burst, John. So I'll get my little measurement control out, and
Okay.
yeah, let's do that. Joe, give me.
It's just me?
Well, let me see. I can't catch more than one of you. Yeah, so it's just you, Joe.
Oh, no.
Why me?
Because you're free of the entanglement.
You ever, as a GM, when you're targeting like that and you can only catch one person, go, who will be the least mad at me?
Yeah. Only for 8 years, Jared. Only for 8 years. Who's in the best mood right now?
Most amenable mood right now.
It's so true. Okay, so Joseph D. O'Brien, give me a save. I can't, for some reason I can't find the what the save is here.
What does it feel like? What's the spell?
Feels like you're falling asleep.
That's probably a will save.
Oh, yeah.
Could be fortitude though. But you know what? Let's just do reflex because I have an 18 dexterity.
Yeah, sorry. I'm still learning the controls here, and I'm having trouble to find it. It is will save.
Will save. Does it have the mental trait?
It does have the mental trait.
Then I will be taking a bonus to this roll
I'm
with
glad
my
you
resilient
asked.
mind. Here we go. 24.
24. That is a success. So you feel
kindly.
like you're able to
kindly.
push it off. However, with a success against sleep, you take a -1 status penalty to perception checks for 1 round. So you get like a little out of sorts, but not so much that you fall asleep.
All right.
A bit of room around the corners of your eyes that don't exist.
Yeah, it's just like shaking it off a little bit.
And she will not cast a burst on herself. She will slide a little bit closer to you, like this is going to be a bit of a battle between the two of you. And now it is Karazor's turn. Karazor, you are grabbed by this fly trap. What do you do?
All right. Karazor is going to activate power attack as he's grabbed by this thing. And he's going to be shouting out, we mean you no harm! We are peaceful people, peaceful explorers! And he's going to slash at the thing. That is a 21 to hit.
That's a hit. Yeah, I was like, it might be better to just try and kill this thing than waste a turn trying to escape its bite.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And that is pretty good damage. It's 29 points of damage.
29 points of damage. It is very, very dead.
Yes! Oh, no
Awesome.
kidding. Holy smokes.
Yeah, you just annihilate it on that one hit. It falls
I like
to
the
the ground.
skull. That's good. That's
Yes.
good.
You make a chopped salad of it.
Okay.
I guess where you started your turn in the entanglement, you should start with the reflex save first, but it wouldn't affect your power attack. So roll the reflex save now to see if you'll be hampered any further.
Okay. Ew. That is reflex save. That is an 18.
18, you're still -10 to your movement. But looks like where you've killed that creature, you could take a diagonal step out and you'll just be a -10 to your speed, but you don't really have to worry about the difficult terrain.
Yeah, okay, so he is...
It's like grasping at you as you're leaving the area.
All right, so he's going to step out of the area and get a little bit closer to the Dryad, and he's going to be just like shouting. So it's like, I mean you no harm! We mean you no harm, please! I mean you no harm! As he has his like sword out, like, ready to like chop it at her.
We mean you no harm!
Great. Well, coming up next is Rufus's turn, and we will check in with old Rufus of Opara right after this quick break. Rufus, is it time to unleash the dragon?
I think Rufus is, first of all, people that are watching who know how summoners work are like, why are you using your goddamn Eidolon?
Dude, that's all I kept thinking. All I thought was like, this is a Joe O'Brien type choice where you're like, I'm doing this for a role-playing reason, and there's people that are just like, bring out the Eidolon! Stop! Just stop! You're playing a summoner! Stop!
Just want everybody to understand that I know that the only thing that my character does well is use his Eidolon.
According to Treat Monk's guide on the 2E Summoner, if you don't bring out the Eidolon in the first round, you're basically playing a monk.
You're basically killing your friends.
You're basically playing a really weak spellcaster, and yet here we are. Okay. So let's see. I think that Rufus is sweating, and he sees that Karazor has just destroyed the fly trap, and he thinks, good, I don't gotta bring out the dragon. We don't need the dragon. And then he will stumble forward through the brush. He can go 10 feet, right? That's it?
Oh, did you roll the reflex save? Let's see. You might.
I can roll it again?
Yeah, you roll it at the top of every round. It'll determine if you lose that 10 feet to your movement.
This time, Baby rolls a...
Please don't call yourself Baby.
This time, Baby rolls a 17. A 17.
All right, so yeah, you still take a -10, but if you can get out of there, at least you won't be slowed down further by the
Yeah, he's going to get out of it, and then he is going to use...
Oh, wait, sorry, real quick. I don't think you can get out of it in one action. It'll take you 2 actions.
How come why? I moved 10 feet.
Yeah, your failure means you can only move 5 feet in the difficult terrain, and you had to move 2 squares.
Oh, Baby is annoyed. All right.
I don't like this.
But you could just use the second action, but then obviously, like, that probably fouls up a spell casting.
No, it fouls up my goddamn spell, Joe O'Brien. Mr. Teacher, do we have homework? All right. That's okay. Can I retcon that I stepped anywhere?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so I think I was like here.
You were right there.
Okay, and now let me make sure I have the. Let me make sure I have the. Okay, I have the range. So I'm gonna use one of the most powerful spells in the game, Acid Splash.
Yeah.
Target with a spell attack. Here we go. And I'm like, I'm gonna have to jack you up now, lady. And I roll one of the most powerful rolls in the game, a critical miss.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Like a natural 1?
A natural 1.
Oh no!
That means it's time to bring out the fan fumble.
Are we going to Fan Fumble Town?
The first one of Side Quest Side Sesh. This used to give money to a charity. Every time we fumbled.
Oh, that's right.
Right? Wasn't it Side Quest Side Sesh?
Yeah, I strongly wanted to bring that back, and Troy said no.
Yeah, we all
do
thought it
not
was
do charity.
Because the charity went straight to Matthew, and that's how he bought his condo. And I don't want him to buy another one.
That's why
It's
that's where
unfair.
you're wrong, Troy, because I don't have a condo.
Damn it.
Damn it.
Where did you use the money for?
Just process.
Where's that money?
The money
Investigation.
just went to his gambling addiction.
All right, here we go. Jared, just prepare yourself. Usually the Naish is horrible on magical fumbles.
All right, I'm emotionally ready. Go.
Here we go. This one from Wade in Jonesboro, Arkansas. What
His
a
name's a
Wade.
verb.
Wade.
I love the name Wade. It's a good name.
Like a verb.
Ire
names.
of a capricious god. The malefic eldritch being Lavallee curses you for taking too long to cast a spell or over describing its effects. Cast the spell Steel Voice on yourself, heightened to your maximum level, and using your own spell save DC. A critical failure is changed to as success, but the duration is 1 hour. So you might be silenced by this, which could be pretty bad.
Wow.
Which means I can't cast spells.
Means you can't cast spells.
I get some kind of save against it, right?
Sounds like it's already starting. Yes.
Some kind
That was role playing.
You get a fortitude save against your own spell DC. So whatever your
Okay.
DCs are for your spells, roll a fort save
I know
against
what
it.
that is. I know what that is, and my fortitude's really good because I pumped my constitution. Here we go, and I roll under my spell save DC, so I fail.
Just a failure?
Oh.
You are
Just a failure, not a critical failure.
Okay.
You are rendered mute for 1 minute.
Critical failure would have been permanent.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
Okay,
Jared
interesting.
Is, miming.
It's weird. It says, this
can't
spell
speak.
may contain spoilers from the Bloodlord's Adventure Path. Steel
Yeah.
voice. All right, so sadly,
Thank
Jared,
you, Wade. That was a good one. Thank you,
that
Wade.
was a good one. Was that your
That
last?
is a great one. I think so. Yeah. So I go to cast Acid Splash, and as I'm intoning the chords that reverberate,
Sure.
reverberate through the spheres, through the planar spheres. Because I'm a bad singer, I hit a bad chord, and suddenly I lose my voice, and I'm silent, and it's someone else's turn.
It's someone
Oh, man.
else.
That's the same thing that happened to Bob Odenkirk.
No, wait, that was only 2 actions. It's not
Yeah,
someone
you
else's
could
turn.
move 5 feet if you wanted.
I could. I'm gonna, in terror, move 5 feet away from her,
Deeper into the effects.
deeper into the effect, and now I'm done.
Okay.
Now it's Balthazar's turn. Balthazar, give me a reflex save. See if you can be speedy.
Natural 3.
Oh, brutal.
Oh, no.
Minus 10 to your John.
All right, so Balthazar is going to move. So let's see how I can get to this square. It'll be 20 feet, which I can't do in one action, right? Because I'm 35.
2 actions. Yeah, you can
I'm
do
down
it
to
in 2.
25, and it would cost an extra 5. So yeah, so Balthazar will spend. You know what? Balthazar is just going to spend all 3 actions moving, and he will get himself right. Oh no. Right up. He'll charge in to the Dryad.
Oh. I don't care for that.
That will be my turn.
All right, that really changes things for me. So now it's going to be old Champ's turn.
Oh, champ, kindly. He is going to. You know what? He's going to get up in there too. So he is going to drop his longbow, and seeing that everyone is closing on the Dryad, he's going to try to give her no escape as much as possible. So he's going to drop the longbow, draw his shield and longsword, and move up as close as he can to her, which is in melee and right next to Balthazar.
Well, that's smart. You've seen her cast spells. You assume she's going to keep going to that well, and now you've forced her to have to waste an action, stepping away.
Yeah. Yeah, the only thing I don't like about it is, like, we're grouped up now, which could be a problem, but, you know, this is what he wanted to do.
All right, it's the top of the 3rd round. I don't care for this. And I'm going to... Yeah, I guess I want to still do what I was planning here. Yeah, all right, she's going to take a step back to avoid being attacked while she casts a spell on Balthazar. Now, I don't know what your immunities are, so let's assume that she hasn't seen an automaton. Go ahead and give me a will save.
Okay. All right. I'm going to not use that die that I've been using. Natural 1.
Oh, no.
Oh boy.
No.
So,
definitely
What's
not
the
a 7.
bottle cap situation in side quest side Sesh?
Or we all started with 1, I think you said.
started with a hero point.
Oh,
yeah.
did we do this in did we
No,
mention
we
this in
talked
side
about it on
quest?
something else. I don't know if we said it, but I think I said that we would be using it. So you do have a bottle cap if you'd like to reroll.
I would like to reroll.
Okay, and you do get a +4 to your roll. I was going to say that right after I heard that you rolled a natural 1.
I get a +4 for using the bottle cap, or
No, you get a +4 based on this spell that she cast on you.
Oh,
in
got
certain
it.
other circumstances.
okay, that's much better. Natural 19 for a 30.
Nice.
Well, shit. So a 30 is not a critical success. So all you know that she tried to cast some sort of spell on you that was harmless, but you don't know what it was. And unfortunately, that is the end of her turn. However, fortunately for me, in the brush to the south of her, about 30, 40 feet away, You, maybe Rufus will have trouble seeing this, but now that Champ and Balthazar and Karazor have sort of gotten out of that entanglement and moved closer to the action, you see several other figures start to emerge from the brush. They look like they're not wearing a lot of clothing, like they just have like a little grass around their crotch area. And at first they look like just men, but then you realize their faces look like alligators.
Alligators?
Yeah, so I will
I think you mean dogs, Troy. They're
Where's the dog guys?
No, they
Where's
look...
the dog? These aren't the guys we're looking for.
It's the island of Dr. Moreau.
Dog guys.
These are definitely alligator-ish.
Whoa. Oh, there's a bunch of them.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
So one of them will act right now and will close on Champ with 2 actions, and then go to bite you with its mouth.
Oh,
Gross.
boy.
So it has
no.
nothing in its hands.
No, it has a long spear in its hands, but it came up to you and it's holding a long spear and just goes to take a bite out of you, not knowing that there is no meat on those bones. And I rolled a pretty shitty 17.
That is a miss.
Yeah.
That'll
Okay.
hit. Yeah, he bites right into his chain shirt, his dirty old chain shirt.
And chips a tooth, and now it is Karazor's turn. So now you've got this dryad, you've got this alligator type person with 4 other in the background.
Okay, so Karazor is going to run up into a potential flanking position for Balthazar or whoever else next on their turn, but he's going to run up behind the dryad, screaming, says, "We are pacifists! We only seek knowledge!" And he's going to do a power attack on her. Oh, natural 1!
No!
Come on.
Bottle cap. Bottle cap.
Bottle cap, I'm going to use it. Thank you for the reminder.
Okay.
Natural 18. That is a 30 to hit. That is a
30 to hit the dryad is a critical hit.
There we go.
So you turned a fumble into a crit.
It's a big swing. It's a big swing.
All right. Hold on.
I'll hold the music for you, Skip.
Okay, 38. That's 38 points of damage.
My
38
goodness.
points of damage?
Yeah.
Because that's doubled. Is your weapon made out of any particular material?
It's made out of a new substance from, I think, Dark Omens, the new, or Dark Archive, called metal.
I was waiting for it. Like, I knew it was going to be
he was going to have
just
it land,
ball busting, but it was like, I really believed you for a second. You got me. It was a hot
You did
hair.
great, Skid.
I thought you were going to be serious. All right. So she's like, fuck! Ow!
Ow!
And that was that. Do you have one more attack, or
No, that
it
was
take
it.
you 2
'Cause
to get
power
there?
attack is two actions, and I moved, so.
All right, Rufus, you are still in the thick of it over there. Give me another reflex save. See if you've figured
All
out
right.
this.
Here
your
we
footing.
go. That's a good one. This time it is a, let me just make sure. Yeah, that's a 23.
23 is enough. So you don't take the penalty to your movement, but it is still difficult terrain.
The problem is that I am still muted, right, for a minute, but that's okay because there's something I still can do. And when I see a bunch of alligator-headed warriors come up over the bluff, screaming at us, wielding spears, I finally realize I can't hold back any longer.
Oh,
and I go,
no.
No, I have to. I'm just thinking it because I can't talk. I have to release the dragon, and I go, ah! And my tunic pops open, and the dragon tattoo on me catches fire, and I'm like, ah!
But no sound comes out.
A medium-sized red dragon painfully rips itself free of my torso and smashes its way out covered in blood into a square adjacent to me. It is Velthrexin Bob. And
Yes.
Velthrexin Bob, yeah, right in front of me, if you don't mind, whoever is moving that token. Yes,
It's me.
And Velthrexin Bob telepathically says to me, yes, I rise again to crush the bones of humanoids beneath my claws. And I'm like, no! So, Velthrexenbob can do one thing when I manifest him. It takes 3 actions to manifest my Eidolon, but Velthrexenbob can make 1 action, and Velthrexenbob is just going to move into melee with a stride.
Right, and he can fly over there.
As close as Velthrexenbob can get, which is...
Is he flying?
Velthrexenbob has the glider form feature, which means Velthrexenbob is not really... has wings that can glide, but Velthrexenbob has not evolved to the point where he can fully fly yet. You fool, if we let him fly, society would be over. Okay.
So he has to fight his way through the brush. He can't, if he were to jump off something,
does he get a reflex save?
I guess he would get a reflex save. Yeah, let's see if his speed is hampered.
Can he glide from Rufus's chest to the ground?
Yeah, I could manifest him over my head and maybe do it that way. I don't know.
Like it. I like it. That's fine.
Yeah,
it's much more cinematic.
I'd like to see the Pythagoras numbers before we start having any fun around here.
Look,
is Rufus 18 feet tall? In which case, he should be fine.
let me just make sure my turn goes on really long. Okay, so unfortunately, glider form is its own action. So let's give him. Let's do this by the books. He only has 1 action, and
reflex
taking glider form. It says it's an action. Yeah. Fuck it. Let's just give him a reflex save.
Okay.
To get out of this. Goddamn. And he rolls terribly. He rolls a 13.
Okay. I thought he would have excellent reflex. All right. So he's gotta fight his way through.
Okay. So he goes what? He can go 10 feet. He has 25 feet of movement.
All right, so that's
he can go 5 feet. He can
switch to 15. Yeah, because he loses 10, so it's 15. So he should be fine after this turn, but he comes out and just starts blasting his way through the brush.
Right.
The taste of flesh shall once again meet my jaws.
It's a big turn here for Balthazar when you see this army of alligator-headed creatures coming up from below. What do you do?
Okay, Balthazar is going to spend an action to go into gorilla stance.
Gorilla stance.
Nice.
And then he gorilla walks forward on his knuckles to take a 5-foot step forward to flank the Dryad with Karazor. If I can get this to work, which I cannot. Okay, there we go. And then he is going to, with his final action, he's going to attempt to grapple the Dryad with his gorilla arms.
I don't like that.
So this is going to be an athletics check, I believe, against your fortitude DC.
Is it fortitude or reflex DC?
That's a good question.
Intuitively, it's reflex, but I feel like you might be right that it's fortitude.
I've done this a number of times.
I think it's your athletics DC, isn't it?
Could be that as well.
You're doing a grab?
I'm almost certain it's a fortitude DC, and I'm correct. It's the fortitude DC. Never question me again, Joe.
Joseph.
I was just throwing it out there. Everybody was naming skills and saying the letters DC after them. I just added in.
All right, so
go ahead. 25 to grapple her.
That is a critical success.
Nice.
Which I think it might.
Your target is restrained until the end of your next turn unless you move or your target escapes.
Awesome.
Wow.
Restrained, not grabbed. So please apply the restrained condition.
Oh, I shall. I was hoping someone would give me a condition.
And because I have the crushing grab class feat taken, you automatically take some bludgeoning damage equal to my strength modifier. So you take 4 points of bludgeoning damage just because I grab you so hard.
Grab me so hard. Okay, she doesn't care for that. No matter how beautiful she is.
What happened to Balthazar?
Balthazar is gone. Balthazar is gone. Do you just vanish after you do that grab ability?
There you are.
He got shunted to the north end of the map.
That's weird that he did that. That's weird. Does she go with him? Who put these things on the map over here? These targets.
Yeah, I was wondering about that.
I thought you did. I thought you were like staging them and getting ready for something. I was like, he's getting ready for something.
Somebody's doing something weird. Now they're gone.
That's Balthazar's turn.
Okay, that's Balthazar's turn. All right.
Gorilla stance, move, grab.
Dum dum, dum dum, Tum tum, tum tum. All right, so it is one of these warriors' turns. Warriors, come out and play! 1, 2, 3, 4. It slides up to Karazor.
Oh, no, I'm flanked. Wait, am I flanked? Because she can't attack, right? So
I think if she's restrained, if she was grabbed, she could still attack. But restrained, what is the difference, Matthew, with restrained?
I'm currently looking that up right now.
I think she can't use any action with the attack or manipulate trait.
Yeah, when
you're tied up and can barely move, or a creature has you pinned, you have the flat-footed and immobilized conditions, and you can't use any actions with the attack or manipulate traits except to attempt an escape or force open your bonds.
There you are.
Awesome.
So you are not flanked. Flanked in look only. It is going to attempt to strike you with its spear. Let me just look at my abilities here. It's going to be probably not 19.
Oh, just barely missed.
Just barely missed. All right. And with its final action, it will raise a shield. The other one right next to it will... Let me just see if that's the right one here.
Man, great move with that grapple thing, Matthew. Because otherwise, I might be down.
Yeah, because Karazor is the one to the most south here while these things are coming after him. This one is going to go ahead and do the same exact thing. It's going to first action stride up to you. Second action, try and hit you with a spear. 16 is a miss. And then it will raise its shield. And now it is Champ's turn.
Champ is going to, seeing Karazor gets around it, he's going to move to help Karazor. So Champ is going to disengage from this fight. That would provoke if it has an attack of opportunity.
You're disengaging from that, and it does have an attack of opportunity.
Woo!
Whoa.
So it will, as you're going away, it'll try and stab out with its long spear.
I have never fought an enemy in 2E that does not have an attack of opportunity.
And only you. Everyone else is
literally
fought.
only me.
I don't think I ever have
any time I'm ever in melee with anyone, they have an attack of opportunity.
I've never come across anything that has an attack of opportunity. I've never been opportunistically attacked.
They all go after Joe. Luckily, it missed, I'm assuming, with a 15.
Yes, great. I was hoping for a miss.
Bad rolls.
He's going to move up past the restrained dryad to get next to Karazor. He will then attack the warrior that just ran up and attacked Karazor and missed. The most recent one that ran up, and will swing a short sword at that creature and roll a natural 1.
Oh no! You still got your bottle cap.
Yeah, I still do. I gotta use it. I'm gonna use my last bottle cap, and then here we go. Second swang is a 21 to hit.
21, even with a raised shield, is a hit.
Oh,
awesome!
Excellent. I forgot did he raise his shield?
He did.
They both did. Okay, and so I will do 6 points of damage to him, and then I will raise a shield. I will raise my shield.
You have to be a copycat.
Copycat, and that is the end of my turn.
All right, you said it was 6 points of damage?
6 points of damage, of slashing damage.
I hate you, he says in perfect English. All right, well.
Oh man, this is a fight, dude.
This is, we got to fight. All right, so the one down here at the bottom moves up. Now they're all in a row, which isn't good if there's a spellcaster about, but it's going to do the same thing that it did to Karazor. It's going to slide up and creating a wall here and try and strike you with the spear. And that is a 16, just bad rolls.
Nice.
And it'll raise a shield. Now this one here is a little bit further away, so
the last one all the way down the bottom.
However, I think, do I have reach with the spear? No, here's what he's going to do. He's going to move up about 15 feet, and he's just going to throw the spear at Champ.
Oh no.
You have to have a good... Oh, all right. Now finally a decent roll. Still not great. 20 to hit.
That is a miss. Hits the shield.
Bang!
Oh, nice.
Off the shield.
Just splinters immediately. It's not a very well-made spear. And with his final action, he will raise a shield as well. So they all have their shields up. And now we go to the top of round.
They all carrying multiple spears, I assume?
Why?
Because are we going to remember that guy doesn't have a spear anymore?
I will remember. I'm going to check his inventory, see how many spears he has. He only had one, and I'm going to remove it. I'm going to make that quantity 0.
Wow.
Now he has
You can do that quickly?
Yep. I can actually delete the spear straight from his character sheet, too.
Nice. All right,
So
everyone
he'll
remember
never
that
get it
guy.
back.
Yeah. He'll bite. He can still bite.
He can still
always
bite, yeah. Okay.
Britney Spears, not Britney Spears.
You know what's so nice? It's like I can take the spear off that one dude and then not fuck it up and remove it from the other guy's character sheet. They all have their own sheets.
Oh, that's great.
All right, top of round 4, and it's the Dryad's turn, and really shitty situation for her here. She is restrained. You're tied up and can barely move or fell through the mobilized. You can't use any actions except to escape or force open your bonds. Restrained overrides grab. I don't think I have a spell that's going to get me out of this one. So I'm going to just attempt to escape.
Against my athletics DC?
I guess so. This is not... You ever look up Pathfinder 2e and accident look up Pathfinder 23? That's a fun thing I like to do on accident sometimes. Pathfinder 23 is coming out next year, by the way.
So basically, Troy, unarmed attack, acrobatics, or athletics, whatever is best for you. You use against...
or thievery if I was tied up.
Right.
You aren't.
Okay. I am not. So that is probably going to be best for her. It's not good.
Yeah,
really
Matthew.
Not good. All right, she's going to try and strength her way out on her, like with an unarmed attack. 15.
Fail.
Nice.
Fail. I can't. Yeah,
I'm sure the athletics DC of this monk is pretty low.
And
You are not going anywhere.
I was just
I'm going
so
to feed your
creepy.
intestines to my human
Oh
friends.
no.
Oh my god, that's so creepy.
She's so pretty though. All right, well, I take my multiple attack penalty, but I'm just gonna keep hoping for a nat 20 here. I need it. She's just like, I'm literally like panicking trying to get out. Natural 3 on the second roll. Only a nat 20 can get me out, and I fail. So she's just
Nope.
This is a critical fail.
It's a critical fail. You don't get free, and you can't attempt to escape again forever. No, just until your next turn.
until my next turn. All right, so my third action, she just hisses.
This is awesome. What
This
an
is
awesome
not-
fight.
This is not awesome. All right, the alligator guy that seems to be the leader here. I don't know if he's in league with the Dryad or not. You're not sure, but he's standing right next to you there, Mr. Balthazar the Mild, and he is none too pleased with you. Sometimes I just talk to stall.
Well, we can tell because your talking speed slows down.
Let me tell you about him.
slowly.
He is unimpressed. All right, well, this is interesting. I am going to cast a spell. Do you want to release her and take an attack of opportunity?
I don't have the attack of opportunity feat, so no.
Fantastic. Give me a will save.
Okay,
He's got spells.
that's fun.
Wow. Surprised.
Oh, it was on a great roll and then rolled to a middling roll. I'm sorry, you said will or fortitude?
Will.
16.
That's a failure. Oh, no. But you know what? I think you get a bonus. Let's say with a +4 circum. If you or your allies recently threatened or used hostile, so give yourself
charm.
give yourself a +4.
Oh,
20.
it's
And what's the total?
20.
That's a pass.
They shouldn't have fought us.
You know he definitely didn't cast Charm. If he was critically stated, you would know that he would cast Charm. That would have been great. I could have been like, let my friend go, and you would have to do it.
So they are in cahoots.
I don't know. I just wanted you to let her go.
They're friends.
That's 2 actions. So now he only has 1 more action, and I hate him, this character, and everything he stands for. He's going to try and bite your metal penis. Natty 19. That's going to be a 31 to hit.
That is a critical hit.
Oh no.
Oh, this guy can do some damage.
Oh no.
Oh, no, it's right.
This guy can do some damage. Not a great roll. 18 points of piercing damage as his long alligator-like teeth just drive their way into your metal arms. How long can you hold on to this dryad? It is now Karazor's turn. There are 5 enemies left. 1 is restrained. That is the 6th one.
Okay.
So there are 6 enemies left.
Shut up.
Okay.
Shut your mouth.
All right, I'm gonna try to take out this dryad to free up Balthazar. This is like, please stand and listen as I sing my song of peace. Peace we come bearing peace. That is a 20 to hit. No, that is a 21 to hit.
Which one are you attacking? The one you already hit?
The dryad.
Oh, the dryad.
Yeah.
Oh, a 20 to hit? Yeah, that's a hit.
Okay.
The restrained and pinned dryad while singing a song of peace.
This is such a weird tack. I mean you no harm. As he's running out of this.
That's 17 points of damage.
And she dies.
Yes.
In the arms. You feel, it must be a very comfortable feeling for you, Balthazar, as the life goes from her body and eyes in your arms.
Ah, yes. The feeling of life slipping away from one of you flesh bags.
He says.
How
under
I've
his
missed
breath.
it.
She's actually more made of tree parts, but whatever.
Karazor, you got a couple more actions.
You chlorophyll bags.
I have one more action. I am going to direct it against the middlemost alligator man.
Yes, the one that's been hit.
It's just like, good, now that your friend is gone, we have more time to discuss peace. That is a 22 to hit.
Even with the ray shield, that is a hit.
Awesome. Oh, very low. 7 points of damage.
Okay, 7 points of damage. Yikes. Didn't care for that.
And that's it.
And now it is Rufus's turn with Velthrexenbob.
Velthrexenbob. So when you have a Eidolon, you share your actions, but you can do something called Act Together, which means that one of you takes an action and the other one gets a free action. So the first thing they'll do is act together, and does Velthrexenbob, can he get his full movement out of the effect now?
Yes, per our ruling this up, yeah.
Yeah, he could start. I mean, he's starting his turn. The problem is he's starting his turn
he might
in
just
it.
have to roll the save, yeah.
He still has to roll the save, which would just, he could still get out of there, but it may affect his total movement.
Okay, here is the save. That was better. A 21 this time.
That is it. That is her spell DC exactly, so you don't take a penalty to your speed.
Great. Okay, so then Velthrexenbob will move down to there, and that suddenly Balthazar and everybody sees this medium-sized but very horny-looking red dragon barreling down at them. Why did I choose the adjective horny?
Yeah, I was gonna say, is he fully erect as he comes charging down?
I don't know. I was trying to be funny, and that was the word that came to my brain. Okay,
We surrender.
Rufus can act 2 here with Act Together, and I think Rufus would want to get a little closer so he can see what's happening. So Rufus will roll his reflex save, and will fail again, so he can move what? What did we say?
5 feet.
5. Okay, Rufus. That's where you're at.
Oh,
okay,
Rufus.
so Velthrexenbob gets 2 more actions, and Velthrexenbob is going to move again to where he's right here, and he's going to.
He's moving down to the back line.
Yep, and he's going to unleash his breath weapon, a 60-foot line.
Oh, perfect. This is so good.
Right through these 3 guys.
Wow.
And
Amazing.
I need, I think it's a reflex save from all of them.
All right, the first
Amazing.
First one rolls a 13. The second
Raise
one
your shield on that.
Yeah.
second one rolls a 21, and the third one rolls an 11. 13, 21, 11.
13, 21, and 11. And let me just take 10 minutes to figure out what the save DC is.
Yeah, I feel like at least one of those might be a critical failure.
Yeah, 13, 21, and 11 is what you said?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay, forgive me. I really should have had this ready to
It's your
rock.
spell DC, almost certainly.
Oh, it would be my guy's spell DC. So then it would be 19. So 2 of them fail.
2 of them fail, and the other one will take half damage on a success.
Okay, and look, guys, it's still just a 3rd level summoner. So what the damage does is 1d6 damage to all creatures in the area. Okay? Hopefully this is really... Come on, roll a 6. I rolled a 4.
Nice.
So, Jared, did you say that it was a basic reflex save? Did you already say that?
Yeah, let's
I assumed
see.
it was.
With a basic reflex save against your spell DC. That's where it was. Spell DC. Yes. Okay, so, yes, that's correct. So the guy that rolled a 21 only takes 2 damage.
Okay, and it's definitely only 1d6. You don't get your spellcasting modifier as a
Your
bonus?
Eidolon deals 1d6 damage to all creatures within the area.
Is it heightened? It's probably heightened. It's probably 2d6, I would think.
Oh,
but-
at 3rd level, and every 2 levels after, the damage increases by 1d6.
Oh, Brian.
Oh.
Brian, out of the clouds.
Yeah.
Over here, I've just been playing a little Pathfinder 2e lately.
Thank you, Joe O'Brien. Joe O'Brien, I added 1 damage with the second roll.
Might as well let him roll it.
So 5 altogether, my friend.
I rolled a 6. I really did. Damn it.
Wow.
That's
right.
how it's done, Logan. All right, so 5-5-2.
5-5-2.
That's right.
Boom, boom, boom. Belt. Thexenbaba.
That is awesome. Awesome.
Burn, small
All right, Bal-
fleshy things.
Balthazar, you're standing toe to toe with the perhaps the leader of this bunch. He tried to charm you and failed. The body falls from your arms. What do you do?
I release the limp, lifeless body of the Dryad. Say, your charms do not reach me, and I will gorilla slam this guy.
Yeah. Gorilla Slam.
Crack die.
I bet.
Okay, that's a 25 to hit.
That's a hit.
Okay.
Nice.
Even with his beautiful shield.
All right, so that is going to be 14 points of damage.
Okay, 14 points of damage. Wow, okay.
Second attack with the gorilla slam.
Wow.
Is going to be a 15 to hit.
15 to hit is a miss.
It's a miss. And now because the gorilla slam has the, I'm sorry, there's like an airplane and a mobile club that just keeps circling my block right now.
It's just in my bathroom.
And it's in my bathroom. The gorilla slam has the backswing trait, which means that you use the momentum of a miss attack to lead you into the next attack. So I am going to take my 3rd attack because I get a +1 from the miss. And also it's forceful, so my damage goes up each successive attack, even if I miss.
Make it happen.
Great.
So this is just a straight die roll, no bonus. We'll see what happens here.
Straight roll, no bone.
Straight roll, no bone, miss
Straight roll,
with a
no bone.
12.
Miss with the 12. It's now time for the Warriors. The one down furthest to the east was gonna go after Karazor here. He is going to start with a bite and miss with an 18. I'm assuming. Or
That is a miss.
I mean, terrible
Miss.
rolls. I'm gonna bite again. 17.
Miss.
Raise shield.
Raise shield.
The other one will do the same thing. Go for a bite. 17. Brutal. 5.
Miss.
And then raise shield, and then it's Champ's turn.
Okay. Champ will attack the warrior in the middle, the one that's straight down from Karazor, the one that he hit last round.
Yes, that one has been hit the most.
Here we go. Swinging that short sword in melee. That is the exact same roll. 21 again, which I think you said hit with.
That is a hit.
The short John. That is 3 points of damage, and he will attack a second time.
You won't need to attack that one a second time because he falls.
Yes! Champ is here.
Shit!
Kindly, Boomaye. Kindly, Boomaye.
I'm assuming a 16 is a miss against the one directly below me.
Because of that raised shield, it is.
And then I will raise a shield for my 3rd action, and I'm done.
No one likes
Puts
a
that shield
copycat. Well, you might need that shield up because here comes the Jaws of Life. Well, I rolled 5s and 7s against Skid. I rolled a 28 against you.
Oh, no.
Jeepers. Yeah.
Excuse me, 23.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Okay, so he takes a bite out of your bone for 9 points of piercing damage. And we'll try again. 21.
Miss.
Oh, wow, okay.
Bam, so hits the shield.
And the shield goes up, and then the other one is going to take an attack on Velthroxenbob!
Uh-oh.
This is going to be a jaw strike, 17 to hit.
17 to hit, and that is a miss against Velthroxenbob.
Yes. And then it misses again and raises its shield. That is the end of round 4. At that moment,
You can't.
There's nothing else.
You can't.
the din of this battle is all of a sudden harshly interrupted by a booming, gravelly voice. And it starts off speaking in a language, I'm not sure, maybe Karazor, do you speak Mwangi? Do you understand Mwangi?
I do.
You do.
I
So
do.
you understand it at first. And so it starts speaking, by the authority vested in me by the sovereign. And then it pauses and realizes that none of you know, besides Karazor, what he's saying. And so he speaks in common and says, by the authority vested in me by the sovereign, I hereby extend the hospitality of the Bhopanese kingdom to these strangers, and I command thee to stand down.
Whoa.
And with chattering and muttering, these fey-like crocodile warriors back down and meld with the greenery of the jungle. And as they fade into the jungle, suddenly 12 other figures, heavily armored and heavily armed, emerge from the brush. And they all have dog-like faces. And we'll see you next week.
Oh, yeah. There's
you
the time
will.
to stop.
there's
Oh,
the
God.
Wow.
Oh, baby.
Good
Welcome
fight,
to the
huh?
Gungle.
Good fight.
Yeah, that was a good
fight.
fight. It was a good one. God, that was fun.
Juicy.